Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, you may heard recently from Minnesota, there was a news came that they found out a goldfish in a lake, the very big one. And then they pass a law not to allow anyone to put the pet goldfish, whoever keep in a bottle or the tank at home, not allow them to put into the lake. Why? Even though you see this goldfish is so small, little fish in the bottle or the fish tank, once they get into the lake, they have capacity to grow as a bigger fish. So it is same like our mind. Then according to the thought that you hold in you, according to the thought conditioned by yourself and your history, your environment, your life going to depend on that thought. So that's why we keep our mind in the highest purpose, that is our liberation or the Nibbana. Because when you keep walk towards that way little by little, remember yourself, day by day with this practice, you slowly come closer to it. So otherwise, you can have a choice like that goldfish, keep in the tank, and you can have this conventional lifestyle and always depend on that. And you feel happy, comfortable, joy, satisfaction, but always it depends on something. And then what will happen? The very next day you feel worry, sad, disappointment, unhappiness. And then again out of that, it also to transform to happiness. So this become kind of like a journey. And sometimes we keep enjoying the journey, but yourself, this is a very good opportunity for you to look into your own life and see where this is going to end, because there is no end. Why? Whatever we experience because of cause and conditions. So whatever the happiness or the sadness, success or the failure, joy or the worry, pleasant or the unpleasant things, this everything come to us as the result of cause and effect. Even the life itself we have, the body, the mind, our awareness or the consciousness, also bound by the cause and conditions. So that's why even this body or even the mind that we carry, it never going to be the way we want. So then you have an opportunity, because we don't know whatever the cause and conditions going to happen tomorrow. So whatever happened, then our body and the mind going to go with that. You have no choice. You cannot tell, oh, I'm going to be like this. You cannot guarantee about your physical condition or your mental condition. So maybe if somebody says something nice, maybe you will be happy tomorrow. But in case something happened, and then if somebody say something ugly, then you will be unhappy, worried, sad. And whatever around you, even, it's not going to be for you. Nothing can be with you. And all the cause and conditions, more deeper relationship keep with the Mara, rather than ourselves. It's kind of like the death have deeper condition with the soul. That's why everyone, moment by moment, dying. And the death is maybe whispering to you. You may not hear that. It whispering to you all the time. What it whisper? The death come and whisper to you, you know, the husband you have, the wife you have, the children you have, the parents you have, all the partners and the friends and all the relationship you have, all belong to me. The me means the death. But for the moment, you can have it. You can enjoy it. But at the same time, you have to remember, even you also belong to me. So whenever it wants, it can take it. Whenever the death wants, your husband or the wife or your children or the friends or the family members, even you, me, the death can take it. You're not going to get a second chance. You're not going to get any single 1 second, extra 1 second. Maybe you have no chance when you have the inhalation to drop it as exhalation. You have no opportunity when you have the exhalation to even get a 1 breath when the death start to call you. Why? Because this everything happen according to the necessary cause and conditions. The cause and conditions related to the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness. But for the moment in the surface level, what we experience, whatever appear to us, it seems like the movie appear in a big screen. So for the moment we enjoy it. But as you know, that the big screen is nothing to do with the movie. And it may be the film somewhere else in a different location. All the people and the environment, all the material things came from outside. And through the cameras, through the lenses, and through the computers, it colored. And then edited somewhere in editing room, part by part, fixing, and it happened different places, and then it put together. Finally you go and find a very comfortable seat and start to watch. And you enjoy the movie. But it all happened somewhere else. But the moment that you experience in a theater or at home in front of your TV, so maybe you don't care about this anything what happened. You caught up in the joy and the satisfaction and the worry and the disappointment, excitement, thrill. So you go with this all the reaction happening inside you, but at the same time, you don't see how this happened like this way. When your emotions, when your reaction, when the mental reactions pop up, what happens? You have no ability to go beyond the moment and understand the reality. So in the day-to-day life, the same thing happened to us. This whatever you experience, it's like a movie. It seems like a film that happened somewhere, but in front of you, you experience. So then you can question yourself, is it wrong? No, it is not wrong. Nothing wrong with anything. But the thing is, you have to remember, this anything is not going to be permanent. So that is the thing. You will keep jumping, one moment to another moment, one moment to another moment, and keep chasing and developing some kind of desires and believing this is me, I am, so like that. But you will keep running endless journey. So the meditation is a method. So the meditation is a place for you to little bit settle down. And as a human being, you are a well-qualified person to do that. Because other living beings cannot do this. Other living beings cannot come to this level of understanding. You have seen many other living beings around you. There are a lot of living beings visible for a day sometimes. But they have no this capability. You are the one who can come to a point to understand impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within anything, whatever you experience. There's nothing can block you if you have very clear mind. That is the power that you have within yourself. So rather, and at the same time, you have ability to develop a kind of like a imagination in you, mirage in you, illusion in you, magic in you. But at the same time, remember, all other living beings caught up in that. So becoming a human being, and it's the one of the opportunity that you have. You are the one who have opportunity to get out of this mirage, get out of this magic show, get out of this illusion, get out of this imagination. So it is your choice. Just think yourself, go with the imagination, go with the mirage, go with the illusion, or go with the magic show is not a new thing for you and me, that we all the living beings used to experience this eons by eons. This is not a new thing for us. But there is something brand new in front of you. Only human beings have capability to touch that. So then give a try. Why you just keep doing the same thing again and again? Why you don't? You are the well-qualified person to get that brand new experience. Then why you not try it? Why you not little bit go into it that way? So what is that? This brand new experience, that is direct perception. So with your perception, when you come to the point to very clearly recognize it without your past or the future thoughts or the imagination or the mental formations, in that very recognition, you're going to experience something beyond that, the conventional layer. So how we can get there? So that's why we need to develop the tranquility state. So when it comes to meditation, we develop our mind in two different ways. One is called tranquility meditation, other one called vipassana meditation. So the tranquility meditation is the way we develop undisturbed mind. And for that, we develop one-pointness. So you bring your mind to one mental object and you keep settle down with that primary mental object. Why? Because our mind always follow mental objects, many. But you come to a point to select yourself one mental object and you start to develop mental discipline to be with that. And then what will happen? Little by little, your mind going to settle down. So what is the meaning of this settling down? What is the nature of the undisturbed mind? So in very conditional life, in ordinary life, we have these 5 qualities that's called the hindrance. What are those 5 qualities? One is kama chanda, it's called the sensual desires. Sensual desires mean always with the self-centered mind, with the me, the I-based mind, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, always looking for satisfaction, depend on feelings, desires. So there is no end. It's like the ocean. It's like the fire. It's always burning. So that is sensual desire. Another one is the ill will. So when the sensual desires happens, you always have the desire to go towards something. It's not going to happen the way you want. Why? Because there are things happen according to the course and conditions. So then just imagine 5 people around us and all that 5 people, and it start to have different kind of sensual desires and the sensual the needs. That itself, it creates a traffic jam. So like that, all with this, this mind and matter world with the time and space, we always have a resistance. That resistance itself creates the ill will. Because when you have the desires, when you go towards that way, with the self-centered mind to look for satisfaction, and it gives a birth, it gives the connection to arise the ill will. And once you have the ill will, and you're right or wrong, it doesn't matter. You get into the body with your bodily, verbally, mentally action, you get into unprofitable actions. Whatever you do may be going to become harmful for you and harmful for others. And once it happened, what is that way? And other thing is the thina midda. So thina midda means the sloth and thought, laziness, tiredness, sleepiness. When the desires arise within us, and once you cannot find the way you want, and as a result of that, what happening, another thing is you feel lazy, tired, sleepy. So this all come as a result of that this self-centered mind with the looking for the satisfaction. Another thing is the restlessness, and always worry about and related to your past and the future, and always physically, mentally, you cannot settle down. Always busy, moving. And the fifth one, the skeptical mind, doubt. whatever you have done regarding in your past or the regarding your future, you have the doubt that it is just not only about the action, even about your whole life, and even whatever you keep doing, that doubt going to come and overtake your mind. Then each and everywhere you develop the darkness because of your own actions. So those are the very nature of this very conditioned life. Sensual desires, ill will, sloth and torpor, and the restlessness and skeptical doubt. So when you come to the one pointness, when your mind keep in one place, and again and again, again and again, when you develop the tranquility state with that, what happened? This all the five things start to drop. And then what will happen in a certain level? It temporarily going to suspend this all the five hindrance. Temporary, it will suspend, settle down, deactivate. But it is not going to disappear. It deactivate. It's kind of like, you have account, like a Facebook account, YouTube account, or some, maybe you sign up with some company or something. You can deactivate the account, but all the details, your profile, your pictures, everything is there. Maybe later, whenever you want, you can activate it. So like that, in the tranquility state, when your mind going to be in the primary, with the primary mental object, what will happen? You can temporarily suspend, deactivate all the sensual desires, ill will, sloth and torpor, that means the laziness, tiredness, sleepiness, very lethargic mind, and restlessness and skeptical doubt. But remember, it's not going to disappear. But still, in this very level, you feel so comfortable, relaxed, and joyful, happy, and you bring the satisfaction with that one pointness, and you develop undisturbed mind. So this five hindrance, it's like your mind is like the water. And then there are five examples to understand this very clearly. In day-to-day life, ordinary life, the sensual desires, that means kama chanda, looking for satisfaction with the self-centered mind. Remember, you have to be very careful to understand this word. It is not just this looking for satisfaction. With the self-centered mind to looking for satisfaction to fulfill the desires. So it's like the water mixed with many colors. So just imagine, it's a simile. So we're going to go with the five similes. So the first one, the sensual desire is kind of like the water mixed with many colors. So what will happen to the pure nature of the water? It's not going to disappear, but you cannot see that clarity within the water. But in a certain level, if you allow the water to settle down itself, what will happen? Then little by little, that coloring and going to settle down. So like that one pointness means, this tranquility meditation means, samatha bhavana means that you allowing your mind to stay in one point and settle down all the desires. And then the true nature of the mind going to come. So the ill will, vyapada, or another way, the anger, disappointment, resisting, is kind of like the boiling water. Just imagine the very nature of the boiling water. The water is there, but you cannot handle the way it wants. So nothing happened to the water. The original form of the water, the pure essence of the water, is going to be there. But when it boils, when it's hot, you cannot touch it, you cannot drink it. If somewhere it fell down, like when it comes to the skin or something, what will happen? You burn it. See, your mind the same. When you have the ill will, anger, your original form is going to be there. But the thing is, no one can be around you. So whatever the bodily, verbally, mentally outcome happening from you, going to burn others, destroy everything. But still, that doesn't mean it is unnatural. And that's the very behavior that, because even though it's boiling, and if you allow to make it cool down, what will happen? You can drink it, you can use it for shower and clean, so you can use it. Only thing is what? You have to cool down it. So the tranquility meditation is kind of like a cooling down. You're allowing your mind to cool down. So then how this boiling happened? When your mind jumping here and there, dreaming, desires, wanting, the boiling going to happen. So when you are in that boiling, if somebody come and talk to you, get mad. If somebody disturb to it, you get mad. When you wanting something, if somebody take it, you get mad. So like that. This wanting, desire make you boil inside. So then, what will happen? You burn out of that burning, and other people start to get burned. So then when the ill will happen, this boiling water happening in you, you have to be very careful. So then yourself or anybody, just allow, settle down, cool down. So the tranquility meditation is a method, you're cooling down. And the sloth and thoughtful, laziness, tiredness, sleepiness, this lethargic mentality is kind of like the water covered with moss, like algae. And you cannot see it very good, but the water is there. Your mind going to be there. What happened? The thoughts go kind of like a moss, like a algae, like little plants everywhere. It's covered the water. So this laziness, tiredness come as a result of the thoughts. But the mind, the pure mind, the pure essence of the mind and the energy going to be there. Only thing is what? You have to clean the moss. You have to clean the algae. Then the water comes. As you know, some lakes, there are machines, go and it purify. It suck all the algae and purify. Clean the lake. Clean the rivers. And the water there. So the tranquility meditation is kind of like a cleaning. Why? Because you come to the one pointness and you stay there. Here it's a one method. Remember this. When you keep observe, we have very nature from our samsara. Very easily, we get used to things, whatever good or bad. Very easily, your mind will get into that. It's kind of like you get into like a habitual pattern. That's where the memory develops. Anything, if you keep repeat for a certain while, it becomes your memory. So that is the quality of mind. So then for this sloth and torpor, this laziness, this sleepiness, and sometimes even you come to the tranquility state and you settle down, then what will happen? If you don't have the deeper intention inside your mind to increase your awareness, you're going to get into sleepiness. Maybe you feel so relaxed, comfortable even when you meditate, and you settle down with your posture. In later, what will happen? Deeper inner laziness going to come. So then what you have to do? That's why step by step, we increase our awareness. In the beginning, if you follow the inhalation, exhalation, in the beginning, you just recognize only inhalation, exhalation separately. And then what? Then we go the beginning, the middle, end of the inhalation, exhalation. So for that, you have to have more awareness. Once the mind becomes more sharper with that, it's kind of like climbing a ladder. So in the very next level, you go to the more details. So like that, little by little, with the intention deeper in you, you have to increase your awareness. So that is kind of like you cleaning this all the algae in your in the water. So restlessness. So the restlessness is kind of like a agitated water, whipped by the wind. So when the wind comes, so you know the waves happens. And the water becomes so busy, rough, dangerous. And even the, you know, that when the big waves come, people are afraid for that. It makes you fearful. So the restlessness also like that. So then one pointness will help you. Tranquility meditation will help you to calm down, relax deeper in your mind. So then we have behavior. With always with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and even that the past and the future dreams and the desires, always to go with this restlessness. We are addicted. And nowadays you can have this, you know, little camera. You can put a camera and record how you sleep. Do it. You will see, because then you will understand it is not you, the way that you think when you go to sleep. Why? Deeper, all the emotions, the desires vomit while you sleeping. You will wonder how this can happen. People behave like animals sometimes when they sleep. They go to completely different kind of nature once the body go to sleep. What is that? Why is that? Because the sanskara deeply mental formations, and when the surface level of mind disappear, go to sleep, you are deeper. This all the mental formations start to naturally activate, naturally behave. Then you will see how restless your body, your mind, and you kick here and there and move to this and that and move your hands here and there, and even no one can sleep around you. You are kind of like some people, and they go to sleep and they are asleep on the bed and wake up on the floor. And maybe some people have many pillows around them when they go to sleep. And when they wake up early in the morning, the blanket or the comforter or the bed, even the bed sheet and even the pillows all over the room, not on the bed, only maybe naked body on the bed. Why this happen? Because deeper we have this each and every cell, this restlessness. That's why always you are like caught up in a current. So then the tranquility meditation bring you to be calm, relax. Even in the tranquility state, you get out of this restlessness. And that is where your body feels so comfortable. And the skeptical doubt, it's like the muddy water. So as you know, when the muddy water, and no one want to use it. And it is very unclear. So skeptical doubt also like that. We see things, we hear things, we smell things, taste things, feel things. We memorize things, but still, it's not clear. So the tranquility meditation brings you to settle down that mud. So remember this, all the 5 similes. That always the water going to be there. Only things, the very behavior or the very condition of the water change. Otherwise, there's no way that you throw out the water. No, we use the same mind because this is where we live. We live with this. Only thing is, once you come to tranquility meditation, you're allowing this everything to settle down. Why this all happens? Because our mind busy with the perception, imagination, illusion, dreaming, and with the magic show happening in our mind and around us. So just imagine, if everyone around us go with that magic show, they have their own magic show, if they have their own imagination, if they have their own illusion, if they have their own mirage, what will happen? Where we can come to a point to understand each other. So that's why that once you come to the tranquility state, like the Buddha, like all the enlightened masters in the history, same like you also, going to come to a point to go beyond these layers that we experience in this conventional life. And then once you come to that point, you're able to recognize very clearly when whatever comes to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you're able to recognize very clearly this all the perception. So when you come to that point, your mind is so clear, your mind is so pure, and as a human being, you have ability to come to a point to see things as it is. So once you come to that point, that is where you can see the very nature of whatever you perceive. And then you will see that whatever you perceive, the whatever happening around you, always itself changing and always going to have the unsatisfactoriness. It always lead to something else, and it never doing by somebody else. It happened according to the cause and effect. And once you recognize that, as what you perceive, the perceiver going to arise. That is the next level you're going to see. That as me, as you, whatever you experience, and we call experiencer, arise because of all the perception. And that is the day you come out of this self-centered mind. So it is possible. You are the one who can do it. It's your birthright. When you come as a human being, remember, that is your birthright. So you have to claim that before you die. So otherwise, this everything what we have belong to death, not for us. But this is the only thing that belong to you. What is that? Your awareness, the clarity in you. So then, before you die, you should claim it. Otherwise, we don't know in this very next moment, maybe at night, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, next week, next year, within another 10 years, it's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen. But before that, you have something. What is that? Bring your awareness. So when you develop that awareness, remember, you have no help out of anybody. You have no teacher. You have no technique. You have no Buddha to protect you. You have no any enlightened masters to guide you. You have no husband, no wife to help you. You have no children to help you. Only your pure, clear awareness can take you to that level. So that's why when you practice, you have to be truthful to yourself. That's why when you practice, when you're sitting, you let go everything and you develop the 100%, the clarity. You give your best to your practice, not half. Don't do half. If you do half, what will happen to you? It's kind of like you cheating yourself. Because if you give half, if you put half, then what will happen? Then you go in the wrong way. Only thing is, with the very first step, you do your best and you give your 100% to your practice. That means nothing for any teacher or any guru or any technique or nothing. Only to awareness. Once you have that ability, what will happen? Moment by moment, that your 100% mean your best going to become more and more and more stronger. The strength of your awareness going to become more sharper, more clear. That is what called cultivation of your mind. So once you develop that clarity, the awareness moment by moment within yourself in a certain level, head to toes, your each and every, all the nerves, atoms, particles, subparticles, all the muscles, the bones, the veins, everything going to absorb and come together and be with that awareness. And another way we call oneness. That oneness is called the tranquility state, satori, kevalya, samadhi, and your body, your mind, your breathing, with the time and the space going to be together. There is no separation. Once you come to that level, there's no comparison with your experience. It is just moment of experience. Once there's no comparison within your experience, it becomes the direct perception. Once you have that clarity within yourself, you come to the point to recognize how things come to be as they are. That is what called vipassana knowledge or the analytical understanding. So that cultivation happen as a result of once you fulfill this journey. So then remember yourself. Before death going to claim your life. So you have opportunity to claim your liberation. So you have opportunity to select which way you want to go. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata ca ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.